Hi everyone, it's Donna from Little Spaceman Paper Crafts, and I'm really sad today. It's my last design team project for Jennifer at Genevieve Designs. I've had so much fun these past 6 months being on the design team for Genevieve Designs. It's been amazing and I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and it's boosted my confidence no end. I was very nervous when I applied, but I'm so glad I did, and Jennifer's been lovely, and I'm really thankful to Jennifer for allowing me on her design team and yeah, giving me the confidence to do things that I didn't think I would be able to. So yeah, before I start crying, because you know I'm a bit of a whinge bag, again, we could choose whichever printable we wanted to do. Now, every project that I've made during my design team videos for Jennifer have been for other people. This one is for me. And I saw Jennifer make this. This is one of her early templates. This is the 6x9 envelope printable album template, and I will leave the link to Jennifer's video in the information bar, the description bar underneath, showing you how she puts it all together. I'm going to put it together the same way, and I wanted to do this because I've never done this sort of binding before. This is a stitched binding. Now don't be put off, you don't need a sewing machine or you don't need to sew for hours. It's just 3 holes poked in the middle and you thread your ribbon through. And when I watched the video and it said you know the binding stitched, I thought, oh my goodness, what have I done? But no, it looks really simple, and the finished product is just gorgeous. So this is what you get. You get your 12-page printables. Now I've numbered mine, and then what I've done is after watching Jennifer's video, which is really helpful, I wrote down page 1 and what it was. So page 1 is the cover mats, page 2 and 3 are the base envelopes, and 4 is 4 and 5 is a page, and it goes on and on and on, and up to 12. So I'm going to do it the same way Jennifer has, really. I just think that, you know, why mess with something that's you know, already tried and tested. So I'm going to be using this paper line. I've been saving this paper pad for when I do my project for me, not knowing which template I was going to get. I love this paper. It's the Rose Quartz collection by Prima, and it is just gorgeous. It's an A4 pad, and I just love the colours, the greys, blacks, pinks. Then you've got like this little wood grey and like a marbly effect. So many beautiful papers. So that's the paper line I'm using. I've cut out all my pieces already. This is for the base, and then I've got pages and envelopes and pockets and all sorts. So I'm going to cut all these out, and then I'm going to come right back to you. Okay, so what I've done is I have cut out my base and my cover pieces, my cover mats. I am using the Distressed Harlequin pattern for these, and I've just trimmed them out and inked them up. And again with the 2 pieces with the envelope back. If you can see that, it's difficult to see because it's black, and I've printed it in black as well. So yeah, I can just see it. So I've just got to trim this portion here, and it is quite difficult to see actually. I'm trying to get it where the light, that's it, and just trim that out. There we go. And not that it'll make much difference, but I'll ink up all these edges anyway. Okay, So I need to score now, and I've only got my little scoreboard out, so I'm going to have to do it sort of half and half. In fact, I don't know why I insist on making life so difficult for myself. Just bring in the big scoreboard. Even that's jumping. What am I doing? That's better. My goodness. And then the top of the envelope section. Okay, so that's all the scoring I need to do for now, so I'm just going to move that out of the way. So I'm going to bring in my bone folder, and I'm just going to fold and burnish the score lines, and then I'm going to pop some score tape on. And when you fold it in half, that gives you your album. Okay, so I'm going to actually do this side first and get some glue stick just to give me a bit of a second, and then just try and line that up. So that's that one stuck down. That's good. So then I just need to see, I think we're going to have a little bit of overhang on this one, but that's okay. If it's too big, I can trim it off, or I could just ink it, depending on how big the overhang turns out to be. I think it's the way I printed it, to be honest. I did think that my paper was going a bit wonky in the printer. Let's see, it's just a fraction. I don't even know if it's worth, no, it's not worth trimming it. Do you know what, I'll just ink it to hide any little loose bits. We need the top and the bottom open, like I say, because it's going to fold over and be our album. So now comes the folding part. Now I'm debating whether to just fold or to score it. I really don't know. If I was to score it, it would be, that's 8.5, so that would be 4 1/4 would be half. Okay, I'm going to score it. I'm just going to score it and hope for the best. So 4 1/4. Where is my stylus? Here it is. And then I'm going to flip it over and do it at 4 1/4 again on this side. Let's see if that helps when we fold it. Yeah. So I'm just going to burnish that down. And then you'll see that let's get that out of the way, that is going to be the cover of our album. And we're going to have, this is a pocket here, we're going to have things in there and in there. So next thing I'm going to do is put my covers on. So I'm just going to double check that everything fits okay. In the video, Jennifer did say that this section here is slightly bigger, so you'll get 1/8 of an inch at the top and the bottom, but it's slightly bigger on the outer part. So that looks good, so I'm going to start sticking that down. I'm having a few issues with my ATG gun at the moment, so let's just hope for the best, shall we? Let's hope it doesn't give up the ghost halfway through. So put that section down. It got itself all in a tangle last night. It was all tangled up within itself. I always seem to have issue with my ATG. I don't know why. Is it just me, or does everyone else have an issue as well? Okay. And then the bottom piece. A little bit of adhesive over there. So that is going to be what our album looks like from the cover, which I think is really, really cute. So let's crack on and do the next piece. So I'm going to cut out all the other pieces that we need, ink them all up so you don't have to hang around and wait and watch me do that, and then we'll get back together as soon as that's done. Okay, so I've cut out and inked all my pieces. Actually, it looks like I haven't inked that on the other side, but we'll get round to that when we start putting the bits together. Okay, this one is it's another pocket, and it's almost like a double pocket, so it sits like this. I can get it to fold, so that will be the double pocket there. So that I think is on page 4 and 5, that one. So let's get that stuck together. So let's get the score tape. Okay, so let's start one side first. Now I can either have this on the inside and then this flap, but I think I'm going to have it that way and have that flap and then have that pretty paper on the inside. So let's do one side at a time. So I'm just going to get some glue stick on that. Oops. And let's try and line this up. And then this side, and that glue stick does really help with lining everything up. So that's one side down. So let's do the other side now. And this one shouldn't need glue stick because it should automatically be lined up because of where it's scored. I'm just going to put a little bit on anyway. I'll turn it around this way. Line that one up there. And line that one up there. So let's just give this a good burnish. So this then becomes another page for the inside of our album. Okay, so let's crack on. We've got a couple of envelope pockets here. Now one of these is going to be the centre of the album because we want the binding to be covered. So I'm going to put that to one side because that's going to be my centre. and then I'm just going to make up this envelope. So we'll put some score tape, because it doesn't go all the way to the top, does it? No. So if I put it on this side, it might be better. Two strips probably would be okay. So let's peel off our backers. Oops. Let's get that side. That's better. So we're just going to fold this up, and that becomes an envelope. And the next one is a pocket, so, and a insert. So with these inserts, you actually glue them together. See, that one's slightly off there, so I can trim that. But what I can do with the pocket is get it ready with score tape, so we know that that's ready to go. Once we put our album together, then we can decide where we're going to put this pocket. Okay, so we can leave that to one side for when we're ready for that. Let's move some of my rubbish out of the way. So yeah, so we're going to stick this down. I'm going to use wet glue to stick this down, I think. Actually no, I'll use my OTG gun and hope it doesn't have an issue. Sorry, I've just knocked the camera then, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm just going to fold that up, and that makes an insert then. So I'm just going to get my scissors and just trim off that edge. And then I'm just going to have to give it another little ink. I'm just using Black Cert distress ink, and I printed them out in black and white as well. I love that distressed Harlequin. It just adds something really lovely to the pattern paper. Okay, so that is an insert. We'll add that over there, and whoops, we have another page here with a little pocket. So we'll add some score tape to here. So because everything that I've made so far from Genevieve's templates have been for someone else, so I was yeah, I think I definitely needed a piece for myself. And that's another page that will sit in there as well. And then that's another pocket there, so we'll prep that. Once everything, like I said, once everything's cut out and inked, then it really isn't no time at all to get all your bits and pieces together, ready to form your album. So that's another pocket ready for when we are. And yep, this is another little envelope flap. So again, should I do two pieces again? I think so. I'm just going to tear it this time. Where's my my little pokey tool? There it is. My husband asked me, was pokey tool a technical term? I said yes. All crafters say pokey tool, obviously. Okay, so we're going to stick our envelope down there. So there's another envelope done. And this is another page pocket. Okay, so more score tape here. Oops. And more score tape there. I'll stick that in. That's a little bit off there, can you see? Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, and then what have we got left over here? We've got two more inserts that we're going to have to stick together. So again, I'm just going to use my ATG gun while it's cooperating. And then this one. That's going to annoy me now. There's just a little bit there. I'll trim that off and then just re-ink that. Okay, so there's two of those. Now with these inserts, what I did was I stuck them together, but I went through the pattern paper pack, and there's a oops, there's a nice cutout page. See if I can find it. There. And yeah, I chose some nice cutouts, seeing as it's for me. I might do some more for these larger ones actually. I think I'll do that. So yeah, so I'll finish putting these together and then I'll get all those extra bits ready, and I think it's just one more envelope pocket to put in. Looks okay, so oh, score tape's run out. Okay, so let's get these bits put on. And there's a little envelope done. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through and utilise some of the cut parts for these inserts, and then I will be right back and show you how we're going to put our album together. Okay guys, I'm back and I have utilised the lovely cutouts from there as well. And what I've also done is I've lined the pages up in my book and clipped them into place, because I need to poke 3 holes through so I can stitch it. Okay, so I've got all my pages there and they're all clipped and ready to go. So what I want to do is get my ruler and a pencil. Where did my ruler disappear to? There it is. So this, we need to find the centre of our album. So I'm guessing that we are about there. So you'll want to mark a hole in the centre and a hole 1 inch in, whoops, from the other side. Okay, so I've got a piece of foam and I'm going to get my Tim Holtz oh my goodness, Tim Holtz pokey tool and I'm going to make the holes. So I'm going to make the centre one first, push it through all those layers and give it a little wiggle. And then we're going to do the same for the other holes. Poke those through. Give that a bit of a wiggle round. And again, the same on the last one. Poke that through and give it a wiggle round. Okay, so we've got our holes made. Okay. And now we're going to need to sew our ribbon through. So I've got some large darning needles here, so they're blunt needles, and put the lid back on them. And I've just got some black grosgrain ribbon, and I'm just going to hopefully see that this fits through there. I should have checked that first. Yeah, we should be okay. So I don't know how much of this I'm going to need, so I'm just going to cut off a big piece there and hope I've got enough. Now let's move the foam out of the way. So you need to come in from the back and push this through. And just try and give it a wiggle to get the eye of the needle through with the ribbon. Right, I'm going to have to go and get something to, to pull this through, because it doesn't want to come through, because it's just being awkward. So I'll be right back. Okay, after a bit of pulling and tugging, I eventually got it got it through. So now we need to go and get it through again on the outside. A little wiggle. And bring it through. Whoops! Sorry guys. Keep knocking the camera. And we're going to take this all the way to the other end. So let's see how we get on with this one. There we go. Phew, didn't think I was ever going to get that through. And then we just need to pop it back through the middle, she says. Let's see how easy this is going to be. Okay, not through the ribbon. see. Well, I did want to challenge myself, didn't I? Right then. Now, where is the end? Was it this one? Yeah. Okay, so let's pull that out. And then tighten that up and tie it in a knot. Then take off our clips. Then I've got to seal up this pocket here. Oh, a bit concerned about that, but we'll have a look in a second. Score tape. Here's what we need. So again, I'm just going to put a couple of strips. I may actually put a strip in the middle as well, and not obviously take the backing off. Just to give it a little bit of something extra there in the middle. Let's just cut a piece off and then that's it. Okay. And 2 pieces on this side. I think I may use next time thinner ribbon. I think a seam binding ribbon might be better, thinner. Oh look, it's torn a bit there. Let's get it all folded up and we'll see where we are. And then this will obviously be the tie. So I've obviously got too much, so let's try it and see how much I do have. So we'll just trim that bit off. I'll use my black scissors, they're better for ribbon. And then that piece off as well. So I need to make it a little bit tighter. I may need to move that panel slightly down. So all of this you can do once you've done your album, because then you can adjust things how you need to. Okay, so we've got a pocket here and we've got a blank page. So what I might do to hide that, I don't know. Do you know what, I may just stick that envelope on. And there's 2, because this is really for here, I think. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll see. So we've got something to go in there, which I believe are these. And a couple of blank pages. We've got a pocket here, so I'll put one of those in that pocket. and then another envelope here, so pop that in. Blank page there, so we can pop that in there. Let's see, what have we got left? I think I might take that out and maybe put that in there. And maybe this one. Yeah, maybe put that one in there. So we've got two big inserts. So we've got another insert here and a pocket. So let's see, so let's get some pockets on. Let's decide where our pocket's going to go. I think I might put it here. So let's do that. So I'm going to line it up at this side, because if it is a little bit off on the other side, I can trim a little. Looks good. Oh, stop. Oh, you see, this is where we need the glue stick. There we go. Phew, that was a good save. So we've got this insert that can go in there. We've got that little pocket there. So I might put another pocket here. I think when I make this again for somebody else, I'll choose my ribbon slightly differently and maybe different cardstock as well. Oops, there we go. Will that go in there? Maybe, let's see. So, what have we got in this back one here? I've got one of those, so I'm going to take, where did I put that big one? I'm going to put that one at the end here. Then I'm going to put this little envelope, I'm going to put this little envelope in here, and I'm going to put the big envelope in here, I think. No, I'm not. I'm going to put it here. Then I'm going to put one of these little cards in there. Pocket there. Of blank pages. I might put some more pockets in actually. Yeah, so I'm really happy, apart from the issue I've had with the binding, because I know that is a bit of a pain, and you know, I haven't done it before, so I'm actually really quite pleased. I shouldn't have cut the ribbon yet, should I? Do you know what, I'm just going to leave it like that to tighten it, and then I can pull the ribbon through and adjust. I just want to make sure it's tight so everything will stay in place. But on the whole, I mean, this template, I didn't do a prototype before I made this template. Before I made up this template, I didn't do a prototype, I just went straight for it. So maybe if you did do a prototype, it might be better, because then you'd have a rough idea of what the best cardstock or paper would be to use. But I am actually really happy with how this turned out. I've packed it full, and maybe I shouldn't have packed it that full, but you know what, it's for me, so I really like it. And then I'm going to fix the ribbon obviously, and tie it a bit better for photographs. But yeah, I really like how this turned out actually. So yeah, thank you so much guys for watching all my design team videos for Genevieve Designs. I've had an absolute blast doing these tutorials. I've loved every minute of it. So massive thank you to Jennifer for having the faith in me to do it, and thank you to everyone who has supported my 6 months with Genevieve, and I hope I don't lose those subscribers. I hope you stay with me. So thanks so much guys, and I'll see you all very soon. Take care, lots of love, bye for now.